Hi guys, I'm Tom, and today we'll find out who Axolotl is. One of the most mysterious, powerful, and fascinating entities or monsters from Gravity Falls existing outside of time and space in the multiverse of Gravity Falls is Axolotl, also known as the Cosmic Axolotl. It is an extremely powerful higher entity, of which only one exists. There are no other variants. This is why it ranks above Bill Cipher and the Time Baby, as well as all the other monstrous entities and deities we've seen in the Gravity Falls universe. It is strongly implied that its primary goal is to maintain order in the multiverse. While we might assume it to be benevolent, it is, in fact, neutral and shows considerable mercy. This is why it saves Bill Cipher when the latter pleads for its help. This entity is regarded by many fans as one of the most interesting and fascinating monstrous creatures in all of Gravity Falls, especially because so little is known about it. In this video, I will explain in detail the story of Axolotl as we know it so far, its appearances in Journal 3, the comics, and Bill's new book. I'll also discuss its physical appearance, what we know about its personality and behavior, and its incredible abilities and powers revealed to date. We do not truly know Axolotl's origin, but we can conclude that this being came into existence alongside the multiverse, functioning as its guardian. For this reason, it stands above everything else and has existed eternally within the multiverse of Gravity Falls, acting as the protector of existence and responsible for punishing other extra-dimensional entities or cosmic deities. The Cosmic Axolotl was first seen or known to Stanford Pines when he opened the interdimensional portal and was pulled into it due to an error caused by his brother Stanley, who activated the portal accidentally. During Stanford's journey in exile across dimensions, as revealed in Journal 3, he was attacked in a 2D dimension and badly injured, eventually losing consciousness. When he awoke, he found himself atop what appeared to be a mountain, seemingly in a temple surrounded by clouds. Here, Ford encountered a seven-eyed alien-like creature named Jessel Brown, the Unyielding. According to Ford, she was an oracle and informed him that he was in Dimension 52. She had been healing and treating his wounds for quite some time. Strangely, she already knew Ford's name and his mission to stop Bill Cipher. In that journal entry, Ford sketched both Jessel Brown and the temple where he met her. Within that temple, he noticed various illustrations of Axolotl, indicating to Ford that this entity was of great importance. This tells the audience and readers that the Oracle was already aware of the Cosmic Axolotl and its significance in the multiverse. The Oracle told Stanford that if he wanted to face Bill Cipher again, he had to protect his mind and find a way to prevent Bill from entering his brain or subconscious. To help with this, the Oracle used her incredible supernatural and magical abilities to place a metal plate on Stanford's head. Additionally, she provided him with valuable information about Bill Cipher's true power and how to defeat him. Ford recounted that the next day, after spending a night of celebration with the Oracle, during which they consumed the sands of time, similar to what the Time Baby eats, he woke up in another dimension and continued his journey and mission. Furthermore, Ford documented in Journal 3 that during his interdimensional travels across the multiverse, he encountered groups of beings and individuals who worshipped the Cosmic Axolotl, something he found deeply fascinating. When Stanford became trapped in a nightmare dimension or a nightmare plane, he joined other dimensional refugees who inhabited the place and sought to escape. These refugees frequently repeated phrases like, "Give honor to Axolotl," or "Give glory and worship to Axolotl." All of this demonstrates the importance of this cosmic being and how powerful it is. This is why many beings across all realities and universes knew about it. Although it appears briefly, it is present in Journal number 3, as Ford documented much of this on one of the invisible ink pages of the special edition of the journal. In this version, there is also a page where Stanford Pines begins to analyze and wonder whether there is any entity that is the polar opposite of Bill Cipher, a complete contrast to that malevolent one-eyed beast. From his initial research and interdimensional travels, Stanford realized that opposing forces exist in the multiverse and in nature. He draws a starry night sky accompanied by this message. If we observe it carefully, we can see it forms a constellation resembling the silhouette of Axolotl. It is also worth noting that on the journal page showing the interdimensional portal created by Stanford and Fiddleford, along with its schematics, there is a cryptogram. When translated, it reveals a message from Bill Cipher that reads as follows: "One day I'll light up this machine, and once I do, not even the Time Baby or the giant lizard will stop me." The phrase "the lizard" refers to Axolotl. Additionally, in another section of Journal 3 where Bill is mentioned, there is another cryptogram that, when deciphered, says, "Cursed be Axolotl. The entire conspiracy is real." All of this indicates that the Cosmic Axolotl was already a significant and present entity before the events of the series and the fascinating and epic Journal number 3 that accompanies this animated show. Axolotl had already been briefly mentioned in the series and is specifically referenced during Weirdmageddon, when Bill Cipher is defeated by the brothers Stanford and Stanley Pines. When Bill Cipher realizes he cannot leave Gravity Falls with his Weirdmageddon to destroy the entire world and that universe, he understands he needs to enter Stanford's mind. However, he cannot do so without his permission due to the metal plate on his head and the precautions taken. This leads Bill to try and force Stanford to let him in, coming close to eliminating Dipper and Mabel Pines in the process. Anticipating this situation, Stanley and Stanford swapped clothes and set a trap for Bill Cipher. When the one-eyed demon enters Stan's mind, they begin erasing it using the memory-erasing gun. Bill Cipher, scared and desperate, tries to reason with Stan, begging him not to allow himself to be erased. He offers to grant Stan anything he wants in exchange for letting him live. When Stan refuses, Bill Cipher, in his desperation, calls out to Axolotl. As Bill is being erased, though it seems like he's making nonsensical noises and complaints, when the audio is played in reverse, we get the following message. "Axolotl, my time to burn has come. I invoke the ancient power so that someday I may return." With the release of the new Bill Cipher book, it is revealed that he did indeed survive this ordeal. The Cosmic Axolotl, upon hearing his plea, decided to pull him out of Stanley Pine's mind after his memory was erased. Axolotl transported him to a place beyond space and time, where Bill encountered Axolotl directly. Here, the cosmic deity, who is Bill's complete opposite, listens to his case and tells him he will be given a chance, provided he overcomes his most difficult trial. Axolotl explains that denial will not help him grow. He further states that he will grant Bill what he needs most, and after passing this trial, he may return to his reality. Thus, when Bill shakes hands with the Cosmic Axolotl, he is imprisoned in the Terra Prison, a place outside time and the multiverse. There, Bill Cipher must reflect on all the wrongs he has done, learn from them, genuinely repent, and change, essentially becoming good. But since Bill doesn't truly want to learn, he cannot escape. Canonically, the last time we see Axolotl is at the end of the book Gravity Falls, Dipper and Mabel and the Curse of the Time Pirate's Treasure. Although this book is a choose-your-own adventure, according to the show's creator, Alex Hirsch, it contains a completely canonical secret in one of its endings. In this book, it is revealed that Dipper and Mabel encounter Axolotl in a special place between space and time. Here, the Cosmic Axolotl is floating in infinity, surrounded by what appears to be clouds. When Dipper asks if it knows about Bill Cipher, it responds with a poem, as this being always speaks cryptically in rhymes. Axolotl essentially confirms that it does know Bill and that it saved him, although it says so in a vague and discreet manner. It then reveals that Bill can return, but in a different form and at a different time. It explicitly states, "In another era and with a different appearance." This implies that as long as Bill fully rehabilitates and becomes good, the Cosmic Axolotl can give him another chance, but in a different era and with a changed appearance, allowing him to reincarnate as a different creature. After the Cosmic Axolotl returns Dipper and Mabel to their reality, it erases their memory. This is where the story of this cosmic being ends for now. Now that we've thoroughly covered all of this, I want to quickly talk about its physical appearance, what we know about Axolotl's personality and behavior, and its powers. As its name suggests, Axolotl looks like a giant axolotl, a special type of salamander native to Mexico. It has a very peculiar appearance, with external gills that surround its head. When it encounters Dipper and Mabel, we can see that it is colossal in size compared to the children. It has a cute and cheerful face, often with its tongue sticking out. It features 6 red gills on each side of its head, appears somewhat chubby, and has 4 limbs. Its body is light pink, and it has a large fin-like tail that is blue in color. Interestingly, when it encounters Bill Cipher, it appears more menacing and brutal, manifesting as a magenta-colored silhouette. This makes it look imposing and somewhat terrifying. We know very little about Axolotl's personality. What we do know is that it enjoys speaking in rhymes and always recites small poems. It is the guardian of the multiverse and takes pride in doing its job well. While we might assume it is entirely benevolent, that's not entirely the case. It is more neutral in nature. This neutrality explains why it gives Bill Cipher a second chance, despite being fully aware of the one-eyed demon's nature and the powerful beings that have captured him. Axolotl remains surrounded by much mystery, and we don't know much more about its behavior or personality. Similarly, we don't truly know the extent of Axolotl's powers, though it is implied to be a deity above any other entity or creature in the Gravity Falls multiverse. This is why all others must answer to it, and we can assume it possesses vast supernatural powers. It can change its shape at will, alter its size, and has a degree of omniscience and omnipresence, meaning it knows everything and can exist everywhere simultaneously, even if it does not manifest visibly or directly. Well, this is all we know about Axolotl from Gravity Falls so far. Honestly, I found this character to be one of the funniest, coolest, and most fascinating in Gravity Falls. When I first heard about Axolotl from Bill Cipher's reversed message, I thought it was the name of some supreme demon or higher deity, similar to what we see in the myths of Cthulhu. I imagined it would be an amorphous and grotesque being trying to save Bill. Later, when we saw it at the end of that book, I found its appearance very funny but also cute at the same time. I loved seeing it return in the Bill Cipher book in a more ethereal and slightly more threatening form. Honestly, I'd love to see this being appear directly in another book or comic or even in the true ending of the series. If there ever is a third or fourth season, I think that would be amazing and is something many fans are hoping for. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Were you already familiar with Axolotl from Gravity Falls? Did you know its story up to this point and its possible origins? And finally, do you believe that the Cosmic Axolotl is indeed the most powerful being in the multiverse? Or do you think there's something even more powerful? Share your answers to these questions and your general opinion about Axolotl from the entertaining and epic animated series Gravity Falls and the new Bill Cipher book. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and share it to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos.